I'm going to show you a super simple method to collect fishes or other creatures from your nearby creek for examination and photos, and what cheap supplies you'll need to do this. I'm Koa, and this is Casual Outdoors Weekly, where we go over outdoors activities for you to do for the benefit of your health and happiness. And I always try to keep it under 6 minutes. I'm pretty good about that most of the time. And I do make all of my videos for adults and older teens, but I make them also for adults with kids or having to watch kids. And this is one where you should round up the little ones and get them down to the creek. So before you head down to the creek, get yourself to the nearby pet store or even Walmart and grab a little net, which costs about $5, and a small collection chamber that should also be around $5. Get down to your nearest creek, and once you're there, go ahead and let the kids try to catch things while you scout it out.
Over here.
You'll often find little pools with little fishes in them. Also flip over rocks to see other nifty creatures. We found this larva that looked like it came out of some sci-fi film. This will eventually grow into a giant crane fly. Remember to be gentle with the creatures you're finding. Be extra careful when lifting those stones to not crush what may be underneath, like this juvenile northern two-line salamander. Catching a fish is really simple if you set up a choke point. Just find a bit of water that has fish, then look downstream a little to find a narrow corridor to place your net. Think of it like a funnel. All the water is draining through a really small hole where you'll have a net waiting. You might want to add a rock or two to make that choke point a bit tighter. You can just patiently wait for a fish to swim into the little net, or you can have someone else splash water upstream that then causes the fish to swim downstream into your net. Black-nosed dace, I believe. Lift him out a little bit. Let's see. Good work. Nice. When you have a fish, this is how you put it into your collection chamber for observation. So you fill up your bucket, and then you sit your bucket down. Now get my hand. You get around the fish gently, but you don't squeeze the fish. You turn your hand on the net, you put it over, and then you push, and it's immediately in there. And then you have a fish. You can find all sorts of creatures living in stream ecosystems. Should we put him back? Should we put him back? Yeah, you cut another one?
Yeah.
Excellent work. Okay. And Tay-Tay, what do you got there?
I got a leech.
We are checking out a couple of creeks in late fall. The water is freezing. My hands hurt until they numb up. I just get so into it that sometimes I forget that I shouldn't be holding my hands in the freezing water for that long. And remember that water ecosystems change seasonally like the land above them. Even though there aren't a lot of nutrients being fed into the stream right now, as the insects populations are low and the plant life is mostly dormant, the fishes and other creatures will survive through the winter. Some go into a hibernation phase. So I suggest taking photos and recording what you find in one season and getting back to the stream in another season to see what differences you find. Check out this cool little spider we found waiting on the car when we got back. It's been a stressful week for me, and so getting down to the stream with the kids was just really nice and relaxing. Great for my health and happiness, and I'm so glad that I did it, and I got to show you guys how to collect some things. Koaw Nature has a new patron. Welcome, Marianak. Thank you so much for being a part of Koaw Nature. If you want to learn more about becoming a patron, go to patreon.com/Koaw Nature. As always, spread some knowledge, be nature heroic, and I hope to see you next week.